ECB dealt further blow in search for chairman as Ron Kalifa decides not to stand. The ECB has been dealt another blow in their search for a new chairman as Ron Kalifa has decided not to stand. Kalifa was leading the nominations committee before withdrawing, making many believe he was going to put himself forward for the role. The ECB's search for a new chairman has been dealt yet another blow after Ron Kalifa decided not to stand. Kalifa, who is as a non-executive director at the ECB, was considered the favorite to fill the position which has been vacant since Ian Watmore resigned last October. Cook makes historic century in Essex draw. Stokes. Root to return to number 4. Root hits half-century on return. Sponsored link. New anti-mosquito device is taking Thailand by storm. SimpleDiscountFinder.com. Recommended by. After Watmore stood down following the controversial decision not to tour Pakistan, he was replaced by interim chair, Barry O'Brien, who left the role last month citing poor health. Martin Darlow, another non-executive board member, has succeeded O'Brien in the short term, with the governing body struggling to find a suitable long-term candidate. Kalifa's decision not to stand only continuing the ECB's agonizing search. It leaves a worrying power vacuum at the ECB, with Chief Executive Tom Harrison also expected to step down later this year, leaving both the chairman and chief executive positions vacant. Key. We need more homegrown coaches. Although the ECB is still struggling to fill positions at the top, Rob Key has been working hard to fill coaching vacancies in his role as managing director. Key, who took over this month as managing director of men's cricket, has already appointed Ben Stokes as test captain, and is looking for 2 new head coaches after opting to split the role. Former England one-day skipper Paul Collingwood, who held the post on an interim basis on the recent West Indies tour, is a potential white ball candidate, but the bulk of those linked with the vacancies would be imports, and Key knows that England need to do more to produce homegrown coaches. Let's be honest, we are at this point where we have 2 coaching jobs and the majority of the names coming at you will be overseas coaches. That can't be right, said Key. That is a fault of the system and we need to be sorting this out. Whenever I read the media, you are always tipping overseas coaches, and that is the fault of us at the ECB. You can't be telling me that there are not good English coaches. We have this whole system in place and we have to make it an appealing job and an appealing process. There are so many people in our game that have great views and we want them in coaching. It can't always be someone else's fault. What do we need to